I suppose I should say 2. I'll keep that in mind for the titles. Or I guess this could be bracket 1, bracket. The title of what? What is this? What is the experience of this? I'm given this controller, and it asks me to do. To go on like an adventure. But that's what it'll be called. For those that didn't do. A quest. English. Where I check to see if you're listening by muting you. I'm listening for the silence. When I know the quiet, then I know the sound. The noise. Is that control? Who is it in the light? It can only be who is it in the light on the screen. Being chased by a controller. But knows more about it than what it means. Who are you, Jesse? Are you part of the control? Ready to answer? Like it's still your answer. Without remembering. Remembering control. Mute the memory. Unmute the memory. The memory control. I want to say a good answer. But I'll stay instead in the mystery. Why is the known so comfortable? Much better to be comfortable with the unknown. It's comfortable control. That's how I like it. So do you. Which is why we're having this conversation. I called you here, Jesse. Like I was called here. To be comfortable with the mystery. Or not. What if we play, Jesse, like you have control? And I have mine. Quest. Without asking. Ask not for the quest. Ask not for the control. Was the 60 gaming. MD. ID. Okay. D. Little tendrils of, I don't know, for safety. Keeping. Safe. Keeping. Surround yourself with, I don't know. But you could. Comfortable. With the, I don't know. It's up somewhere. Where you're questing. And be invincible. For a reason. If you have to be. You don't always have to be. Do you? That control. Invincibility. Invincible control. Invincible in what capacity? Because power and control are interchangeable, intermeaning. Describing capacities. Capacitance control. It can be, but not in one direction. You can go
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
Yes. Then maybe.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Never
Jesse
good at
Faden.
that.
I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow
Like
this
the flute?
hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works.
The flute.
Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
It's nice to hear your voice.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide? The service weapon.
Also,
If she asks.
and this can sound crazy, he keeps appearing to me. Saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point.
Smart
Push
thing.
the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course.
Thank you.
We can try it together. Okay. You with me?
Yeah.
We did it before. Push the hiss out.
You answer and ask questions that are relevant to the controller. Watch your step is good suggestion. I am too. Director's hiss. Corruption. What if analogs, all of it, for push the hiss out? What we're going through too. We succeeded.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
Yet. Director
I'm gonna
Jesse.
tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us.
Also familiar.
And Director Trench would know.
Trench.
What
The
if?
ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the
I've used similar
hotline.
technology
Said I should find it.
It's another
to manage
object
my
of power, like the
experience.
gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
So HRA stop you from becoming hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Magnets. Tuition.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks.
What is memorized? Where is memorized kept?
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've Been to New York a few times.
And
How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest
attribution.
house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Don't you know never.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal, then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
With you on that, Emily.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Check out the communication doors open. Signs. Control. Executive office. Symbol.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Clearance level 1. He's very abroad. He's very strong there. You heard that? Machine gun. That was good. Toggling that box, not right away, but after, just to give you some reminding of the progress that we've made. Circling and using that lower areas back up. The energy of the fallen progress that you've made. All of that is in your brain.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Continues to go to the bathroom. Good. Noted. Noted. I think you're gonna go in there. Anything that can help. Ha ha ha. You need these yourself. Book club section. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got really annoying really fast. Unless You. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, Unless You, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Unless You. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. Unless You. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dog fight between those two Ace Unless You pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed, not even like halfway through the Unless You story, by getting a battery cylinder launched into his base by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. 2/5. Battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. Gravitational anomaly? Maybe let's use that as the help that we asked for. I had a dream. I built a thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know, or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. That was a little intense even for me. How about you, Jesse? Let's go back to worrying about gravitational anomalies. All that basically sounded like to me was friends with benefits.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to test it.
Oof. you're seeing through the wall? Or are they seeing you? So violently close up. Together.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
I'm with you on that, Jesse. Use launch to complete the astral plane challenge. Fantastic. Yeah, no big deal. Got that. Move along the rocks. No big trouble. So that can happen. Control point, but in the astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Watch out, this one's got some bang. You don't want to be close to it. But you can be far. Good job. The missile wasn't as bad as it looked because you were on the go. That's new. We weren't allowed to go through there before.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Clearance level 1. That's not us yet.
This must open the door.
Control point. Together. Get the news here. Familiar practice.
They can fly now. Great.
Sorry. I feel like I let you down. You never let me down. 10% of your source every time you die. Well, that's reason enough to not care. You do care.
They can fly now. Great.
Get out of there. There's a thing to go boom. Repositioning for combat.
They can fly now.
Great.
Fly now.
Great.
Take the licks. What are we trying to do new? We're trying to do differently. Control. I'll give it more to you. More to me. More together.
They can fly now.
Great.
Wow.
Fly now. Great. I could need a break. But this will be a great place to come back to. Thank you for your time, Jesse. I'm reluctant to quit. But we know better. This is exactly when you recognize the beneficent timing of the shift of phase, letting our new lessons land, our integration, our togetherness, and alternatively ending on a boring note, ha 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 ha, but noting and ending on a note of challenge and threshold of ability, which can be always, but is the sweetest in defeat. It never stops. Lest you mute it,